Hello, hello. This is Andy DePass with Soul Frequency Consciousness. And I am keeping my word to myself and to my eternity and continued study of the mystery of the unseen and the joy of having learned a few things and the opportunity to share it with you guys. I think it's extremely important for us to leave some records behind that we like it or not. We are in a moment of where many of us are transitioning in many different ways. Um, this is the beginning of a new generation. We're just inching in the first minute of a Pluto energy in Aquarius, and it is definitely intriguing. We are, especially my generation and the prior generation in front of me and the one behind me. But we are bridges to energy field that needs to close connections that will not go anywhere anymore. And we need to begin to really accept the beautiful telepathic opportunity that we have with each other and to engage in a better life. Um, it in also understanding that it's a different moment. So that's why I decided to come back on the scene. And for me, this is something very different. I would, I can assure you, I really do believe what I'm talking about. And I can assure you, I studied it and I will continue to study it. I am of the school of thinking that wherever you are in life, whatever you study, whatever you earn, that you learn, and that you have learned and studied and lived through, you have the opportunity to expand out with it. And we can also change um, the world at this moment like we've never before. We are the first generation, old enough and responsible enough, I believe. There's more of us meditators today than we've ever been. And I think each and every one of us that are working in that field of uh, kindness, compassion, sharing, giving us pointers on how to help each other get somewhere in our invocations. So one thing that I do with dimensional consciousness and soul frequency consciousness, I've been working with this little group of women for quite a while, and I was really not interested in going out there and fighting my way through YouTube and all this. And I'm still not interested in doing that. And I'm sure that a lot of people can say, oh well, we're better off without your advice. But I made a promise, and that promise I made it to myself first, and I need to do whatever I have to do because it's a moment like this that ask us to whatever we've learned, we need to really live the revelations of it, no matter what the revelations are, take responsibility and move on. Life is definitely a challenge, but we have the duty to live it with the tools that you are, and you're expanding. But when you make a decision for yourself, you have to hold on to it. I am the type of person that uh, just lets it be, but I never go back. I never return. I notice whatever painful things that I've done, and I pray and I ask for forgiveness. So basically, I'm an astrologer, esoteric astrologer also. I'm also a devoted student of Michael Robbins and Philip Lindsay, William Meter, a lot of good names in the esoteric world. And also, I have to look at this beautiful person, Dwayne Carpenter, that I would like you guys to take a moment right now and just know that I'm here to serve. And if any of you just did decide to have some time with me, you can email me. And I think it's worth it. So let's play and let's have fun and learn things. But I'm going to share something from the Macara.us website uh, with Dwayne Carpenter. I hope that you can see as I share my screen. Want to make sure that it is shared. So I'm going to start it over. Entire screen. Turn on that little sound. Go for that and share. So that you can enjoy some of the work that we do in this. So many people do in esoteric astrology, but we are in a moment of evolution that we are rising up to frequencies, and it's kind of sort of important of knowing how to view certain things. And one of the things that we do is we also see the 5-pointed star. And this is, you can find this on Macara.us and look for Dwayne Carpenter. Just type it in the search box and it will give you these beautiful tools. So here I'm going to share a moment with you guys. Hmm. So as you just take in this energy of calm, I will invite you to go look at the energy of today. Oops. And just play with the guys. I just love the opportunity to share these amazing website that I have studied and read for many, many, many years. And I just love to play. Okay, I have when it comes to a moment that is such a pleasure to know that what you're giving others as a substance, that it has a particular way to be able to um, apprehend in a way the feeling of capturing, you apprehend, you capture a way of living that is the most wondrous ever, and it's in the good way. You know, I am of a belief that as Earth is rising into becoming a sacred planet, which we are not, we everything that we've ever experienced on this planet since humanity has been sharing together has been that we have been at war, and that's just the way it was. I have no answer to that, but I know that there is an amazing amount of consciousness that became, that populated the thought zone, zone, the thought consciousness. It took a long time, many millions of years, but here we are at the end of the Piscean age, at a 25,000 year cycle. And some of us that are here for this cycle, we came here on purpose. We came here because we invited ourselves, but we were also invited in. Even this is quite a moment. So as we are in this new generation of Aquarius, at the end of the age of Pisces, completing a cycle of consciousness to bring the global population, the human population, to begin to become aware of a new mentality. What if we tried to just go to peace and began to explore a way to help each other in the world, everywhere, and that we are not done till we get there. And even when we get there, we're going to even improve. We have done just about as much disastrous, that it's not time to do that. We have to come to an end to this. So I studied this all day long, all night long, and I want to share with you that tonight, February 14th, 2024, the sun here is giving us a being in the 7th house in Aquarius. Okay, we feel mostly warm-hearted and loving right now, relating to other people. Of course, with the 14th of February, we designed that day for that kind of closeness. Lots of expectations that are completely meaningless in many ways, but there's a lot of great meaning in the idea of it. Even the business one, even the personal one. Let's not make any lines in there, okay? So this is a moment with the sun in the 7th house and with Aquarius being in the 7th house at this moment. You get a chance to really shine, enjoy your life. You're in a good place. You're fair-minded. And when I say you are fair-minded, we're talking about the energy of the day. What descended on us, what we are breathing in and out. So what's really spectacular about energy is that when we give it a substance, we give it an intention, it becomes your partner. It is a partnership that you are tied, married, and consciously working with every day. So when we take the time to depend on ourselves and ask ourselves, what are the energy in the air today? It is our business, now that we have this awareness of doing so, to get with the energy of the day. And that is awesome. So a fortunate partnership is really capable to develop today, okay? And you can achieve a lot of goals. Remember, we are not just looking at, we're coming to a point where we're looking to the at that we got to. So the sun in Aquarius, really, in your situation, in all of our global situation right now, has a chance to give us, parts of us, give us a part of ourselves that is unconventional, that we become a little bit more friendly. We know that it can be unpredictable to have to notice something. Just as at this moment, I'm noticing that the days are getting longer, and this is lovely because I will love to have this conversation with you on a regular basis. So to me, this is an event that, yeah, I really love to play with these tools. So at best, I want to share my excitement, and I want to share the opportunity with you guys to really play. Ask me questions. Let's investigate if you're interested. Go to Angie the Pass on YouTube and find me. And, let's get involved in this new generation that we brought ourselves to. We've been hit by a 4x4 in the last 17 years, okay, since 2008, no doubt about it. And we weren't expecting it. So let's make the best of it. Let's let's earn and bring with us to earn from what we've learned from the age of Capricorn that we lingered to for 17 years. I think it is of a major importance to do so. And I hope this records. I have done so many of those and it never records. Anyway, now we're going to go to the moon. Where is the moon at this moment that I'm doing this little reading with you guys? The moon is in the ninth house in Taurus. Oh my God. Top of the sky. The ninth house, Sagittarius. I see the goal, I reach the goal, and I move on. So therefore, the ninth house is always about moving to visit something. Doesn't mean that you have to move, but you love being on the go, okay? And you love to be idealistic. That's the air today. We are mundane with this. We love the world, and we love philosophy and the possibility of our imagination. This is a world that can be very inventive. And especially tonight, we can have a really good budget with our thoughts. We can invoke them in and express them out in a way of tenderness, gentleness, softness, just touching this chinchilla-like, soft, beautiful, deep, velvety idea. You can reach within cultures today. So tonight we can really do this. So the moon in the ninth house in Taurus is very healthy for the planet at this moment. The moon in Taurus is exalted in the sign of Taurus. It's also indicating that, generally speaking, you are able to meet on your own emotional needs. And you find that others are willing to help you. How cool is that? Especially in that ninth house, okay? You have an emotional need for stability and steady routine, and you like to maintain these. So you may fear change because Taurus just don't like change, okay? And Sagittarius kind of do. So you're under an emotional duality here a little bit, but it is the time. Change is nothing but what we've always been. Refusing to see change is like, it's senseless. Everything changed somehow, some way, every day. How minute it is. So we get to it comes to a point when we get much older. I hope that I say much older. We finally realize that the years that we do settle down into a subject, into a the nature of circumstances that we chose to live through is changing for most of us. As much as we want to stay tied to the false illusion of family unity, we can create that in the future in a much better way than what we have cheated ourselves out of. So I think we can lay out a better picture of kindness toward humanity, each other, our brothers and sisters, our children, our daughters, our sons, and be fair to let them love us and let us love them, but also keep the quality of our space together. I'm talking about experience, and this is really a beautiful place for the moon to be today. Okay, on stability is a beautiful thought, but we can only get that kind of stability that we are thinking of, as at least in, as I'm transmitting this to you people. This beautiful stability that we're calling upon is really the chance to bring it to life, because we're not there. We're far from being there. Now we're going to look at the ascendant of the moment. As the ascendant is always in the first house, this is not really totally full meaning, but the ascendant is in Leo in this moment for us. Okay, what does that mean for this type of day? You know, we Leo is considered to be masculine, and it is suggesting also that it's more likely to actively seek purposeful life. And I think that taking the initiative here rather than wait until circumstances are favorable. That's important to understand here, okay? And I think this is being biased a little bit here, what I'm reading here from that. The biasness is that women or men, masculine or feminine in this time, okay, cannot be static. We cannot stay static. We learn to love and admire, beautiful independence. And Leo is definitely gorgeous and ambitious and sincere in wanting to shine in that aspect. So it's got its downfall because of the amount of pride that he can put in there. But if we let the Leo shine well with the capacity for empathy, you're going to find yourself in the nature of a beautiful circumstance. And your vitality is just going to rise up. So this is what I want to share with you today. I will often go to some beautiful opportunity to read from the archives of this beautiful website, which is makara.us. And because it is, if you don't know this, is the definition of the embedment of what we are moving from. And we're talking about hundreds of years of knowledge here, thousands of years of knowledge being printed. And we are in a moment of evolution that we are rising. That there's so many of us today. We just know what is next. So we are here to really help and serve each other and really enjoy beautiful texts from Alice Bailey, from The Secret Doctrine, from the La Boca de Vita. So this is important for all of us, but it's also about learning to live your astrology, learning to live your life and bring it to I hope for every one of you to bring it to that place of sensitivity, and that I am so grateful I found for myself. So thank you for letting me share. Um, I will go here. So thank you for letting me share, and let's see if I can do this again because I'm really self-conscious about so many things. I've always been that way, and it takes me a lot of effort to do this. So, um, it's just it's just that it's so important that I want you guys to understand we're moving into a moment that we can captivate. We can engage from a place of adventure. We can engage into a place of without fear. My I've lived through everything. Okay, so this the only thing that I fear the most is if it's going to be painful. Okay, that's it. And I'm talking about the kind of pain. I'm talking about physical pain. Otherwise, I have no fear because I know that life keeps on moving forward. It is so I live my life with the intention that whatever I study today, I can study it forward in my next life or in my in between. And I know for some of you, this is going to be like, oh my God, yeah, well, oh my God. I would like people to start thinking that before 2030, people will have understood finally that there is no such thing as that. And I think that would be more scary for us to understand that life continues, and what we get to be entangled with after life is a lot of the what have you done to others, and how did you spend that time in that cycle of that physical knowledge we're in. Because we have to the hierarchy takes in consideration time, space, but we're here to learn lessons. And these lessons are quite interesting and often very, very funny. So I'm just here to share my experience, and thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. Bye bye.